YouTube, it's time to get dangerous with, well, another talk, alright? And again, I'm doing these talks unscripted. Alright, so I don't know how long this will be. This could be 5 minutes, this could be 12 minutes, this could be 20 minutes, assuming I don't have a limit on my time limits, which I think I do have, so I don't know. Okay, and well, like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, depending on when you watch this and when I decided to post it, Pokemon Black and White were released. And, you know, looking around my school, even in high school, I see people playing the game. I see people in class just playing, alright? So I kind of wanted to just talk about what I feel about the game. You know, I did play it in Japanese. I played both Black and White and Japanese. I'm playing through Black and English again just for the hell of it. Well, European. But that doesn't matter. I just want to talk about the game itself. And, you know, the game's been out for a good amount of time now, so a lot of people have already talked about this. It got a near perfect review in a couple of Japanese magazines. Game Informer gave it an 8.7. Personally, I find the game, well, one, I'm going to say is probably the hardest Pokemon game in terms of AI that I've played in a long time. Of course, you know, I really can't judge red to white, you know, it just doesn't work because, you know, advancements are always going to be made. I do think that in terms of leveling up and all that, it is probably one of the easiest games. I was finding myself able to level grind a lot just against wild Pokemon, and I think that's very good. I think the ability to level grind is something everybody should always have an option to. I don't think there should ever be a point in the game where the hardest thing you can fight that isn't a trainer is way too weak and you can't kill like 5 or 10 of them to get a level. You know, that'd be like playing Pokemon Red or in Blue and Victory Road only having level 30s, and you need to be in the 50s for the Elite Four. You know, once you fight all the trainers, you know, you gotta do that. You know, the game can't do that. I do think the Versus Seeker also makes it very easy. That's why I think this is probably one of the easiest games to level grind in. I remember in Diamond and Pearl, I never really needed to level grind, but that was because I would have a Garchomp or a Dialga. In this game, you really can't just use Sazendora. You can use Onikusu, but even then, I really think that they balance the game out. The Elite Four, this might have just been my experience. I found it very easy, but that might just because I had a well-balanced team. I had like Nigeki, I had a Cyperior, I had the flying Pokemon, the Pidov's Final Evolution, I had the Water Monkey, I had the Chilochino, and I had the Zebra. That, in my mind, is probably a very standard team to find, and I found the game very easy with that. I found the Pokemon I had, no matter, even though I come very early in the game, were still very well suited to take care of the whole game itself. That is something I like. I remember Diamond and Pearl, you'd find Baneri, Pachirisu, the Burmese, you know, you find all these pokes that when you start a game, you're like, oh my god, these pokes look cool, I want to use them. I just wasted all my time leveling these up to 30, then realized they suck. You know, and I think that is a very annoying issue that tends to happen when a person starts a game like this for the first time. But I did not see that issue really in Black and White. Only Pokemon I ended up dropping was Pidove, and I picked up for Sazendora, you know, because there still is late game stuff. And I think that is that's perfect. Also, I think in terms of HM slaves and all that, they gave you some very good options. So you want a 5-man team with that HM slave, you could have a level 40 plus HM slave, and it'd work fine. I know Doriyuzu was catchable in the cave going to the Elite Four. Excuse me. I also know that he could carry the HMs you need, except Surf. You know, I'm saying you need like Cut, Strength. Wow, what was the last one? There were Fly, Surf, you know. Fly was actually a pretty good move in game because 95 power is 95 power. And Surf's good because, again, 95 power is 95 power. So, you know, looking for something that just can't cut in strength. Strength on its own could be something very strong because it's a 20 base move and there are a good amount of normal types in this game that I wouldn't mind giving strength to. So, in terms of HMs, I think this is probably the least annoying game with HMs. Also, I think what they did with the TMs is amazing, and I know why they did. It hit me. It hit me why they did this. Because they don't want you to be able to do that whole, I'm going to trade over a TM and get a ridiculously strong poke early game. Even though, you know, it can kind of be done anyways, you know, trade the poke over, give it a TM, trade it back. The TM thing made something possible that I don't think was ever possible doing in our Pokemon game, and I'm going to try it eventually, a no Pokemon Center run. Meaning, you cannot go to the Pokemon Center to revive your Pokemon. You cannot put them back in the box just to revive them. So that means you have to use potions, super potions, and all that in-game. And I know, like, what about Ethers? They're very limited, and they only give you back 10 PP. Now, my idea is, okay, you switch out moves that are TMs. So, early game, you know, you have a bunch of pokes that you could easily just fodder off to maybe, like, heal and all that. And you don't really care about them. You don't care about them. But eventually, once you start getting good TMs that you could really work with, it's like, okay, revive this, forget this, revive this. And I know moves like Grass Mixer, if you're using Snivy and all that, would run out very quick. You have access to moves like Growth, so you only use those really strong moves when you really need them. I think a no Pokemon Center run would be much harder than a Nuzlocke. I am planning on Nuzlocking White if I can get my computer not to be a bitch when recording. I might do it on no cache GBA because of that, and that'd be very good because, you know, the lack of lag and the playability, you know, that'd be great. I heard people that got no cache to work for recording, and I know no cache doesn't lag. If somebody knows how to do that, please message me. Please show me how. Alright, I could really use that. I'd do a Nuzlocke of White, and it'd be a legit Nuzlocke too, which is, for me, that is very insane because I beat the game once, then I have fun with it. My Black that I beat the second time, I sabbed on like a Pidgey, like a Charmander, like all this stuff that I could use for fun. My Black right now, I'm playing in English, I have a Bagon, a Sandshrew, a Vaporeon, and Snivy. Alright? I want to have fun, and that's what I'm doing. Okay? So, Black and White, I think are very good games. I recommend them. I think they're getting good reviews. I do find them very arduous at times because there are times where you have to level grind unless you're using a 2 to 3 party team. And even then, when you get late game, you're going to need more pokes. So you're going to have to catch something along the way. I also got to admit, sorry if you don't notice, I like how they have Ramshan and Zekrom if you have the respective game they belong to. I love how you catch them right before you fight N. I think that was so cool. I was like, oh my god, he has his Ramshot! Oh my god! Zekrom, what are you doing here? Ultra Ball Go? One try? Yes! You know, I think that was very cool. I think they're doing something there that worked perfect. It also made it so, you know, you might actually be a little weakened going in the fight Zekrom. Oh wait, never mind, N heals you. More spoilers! Oh well, I'm spoiling a Pokemon game for you. What is there to really spoil? I'm not telling you anything about them. You know, I mean, how can you spoil a Pokemon game? You fight the 8 gym winners, then you go to the Elite 4, and you catch the title Legendary. Every Pokemon's like that, except maybe Red and Blue, where you fight Mew at the end. And even then, they're not the title Legendary. You know, so yeah. Okay, I really don't think I have much to say about Black and White. I mean, I would talk about the metagame, but I really need somebody else here, and I don't want to do a blatant rip-off of the meta podcast, because I think that's amazing. I think that's very fun to watch. If you want people who are a lot better than me's opinion about the game and about the metagame itself, go check that out. If you don't know who does it, it's done by Dangerous 36M and K1 Run 66. I'd watch that if I were you. It's very good. Personally, I will ask people if they want to talk to me about the metagame. I want to do a White Nuzlocke. No, oh my god. Yo, if somebody ever does this, I swear to god, I will, like, love you long time. A Nuzlocke of Pokemon White with no Pokemon Center, except the one time you have to go in and talk to the girl. After that, you can't heal. I think that would be insane. You know, I think that'd just be insane to watch. You know, because you can't like just spam catch new pokes. So yeah, I am recording about right now. I'll actually check on as I'm talking to you guys. It's on turn 6 of 21. It's recording. I will post it today. You know, I had some me time, and I thought I'd do a Let's Talk. Also, I'm gonna try to like maybe make an intro for this. I'm gonna maybe slide in my intro for Wi-Fi battling, change the audio. You know, Chase, if you're watching this, you get pissed because of that. I am sorry. I just wanted to try something, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, what can I do? Also, just because like I'm looking at my screen, and I'm watching this battle. Kajundo is God. Oh my God, Kajundo is awesome. Okay. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Peace. More battles coming on the way. Thank you for 200 subs. You guys rock. I am thumbsing you up with both hands right now. Alright? Both hands. Because you guys are that awesome. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.